Hello everyone, Bill Bacardi. Hopefully everybody's well. We're going to do a little different kind of video tonight. One of my subscribers, Neil, asked me to do a video on basically beefing up your front doors and still being a reliable lock. Well, I mean, there's the basics. You can throw some spools and serrateds in your lock itself. That's going to make it much harder to bump or pick. But let me say this. A thief is not going to pick your door. Trust me when I tell you this. So we're going to do some strikes here real fast. And I'm going to try and do this pretty fast because I got a lot of content to cram into this video. And I got to be done in under 15 minutes. So, I know you have all seen these before. I can't stress it enough to please use these. It's only another 1/8 of an inch that the locksmith or whoever's installing the lock has to chisel out of the door frame. But when you put these in, and you put the right screws in these, it makes that door frame very tough. And of course, the door and security itself is only as strong as the frame. So when they chisel this in, normally all the guys only put one of these on. I mean, you can see that's really thin, cheap junk. So this gets chiseled in, and then these long 3-inch screws go all the way through the frame and into the stud next to the frame. And then this plate would obviously go over it, get screwed down, and that finishes off your lock, your strike. So I can't stress it enough to use these, guys, if you're installing your own locks or whatever you're doing. And then if you got the split door, of course, a split frame or split door, of course, if it's a door, you're going to do a wraparound plate. But this one's for the mortise lock. Go on the frame, okay? And it comes with the long screws. They would go out the outside here, and then the shorter ones go in here. This one would be for your typical deadbolt or doorknob. And see, this one actually has 6 screws in it, where this one's only got 4. But these are what I carry in my van. I have those by the case in my van at all times, guys. Obviously, this is the same thing, but for the mortise lock. See? That would go on behind the strike, and then the strike would go over the top of it, screws down, done. But that just gains you so much security, guys. Then you have this piece of junk. This is what you would buy at your regular big box store, guys. And I took this one off of a door because the homeowner installed it, or the weekend warrior, whoever did it, and they just split the frame to nothing with all of these damn screws in here. There's no reason for all that, guys. But I mean, that will help in a pinch, in a bind. If you got nothing else, that works, guys. Myself, I'm going to show you one in the book because I don't have one in stock. I like to use, it's called a jam jacket. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to look through the phone and see. And this is actually 24 inches long. And these are really nice for fixing door frames if they're split or broken, or you're just looking to beef up the door frame itself. How far are we into this video? 4 minutes. Okay. So now I'm going to show you. And how I'm going to do this, we're going to go from the junkiest big box store lock to some of the really good stuff. Okay, so this is just, man, this isn't even a Defiant brand. It's Atlas or something like that. Atlas Home Security. Wow. That's actually got a pretty thick strike plate. But I'm going to show you here just how chintzy this bolt is, guys. This is just a piece of junk, legitimately. But now when that bolt throws, obviously here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw this one back in the bag because I have some other cheapy bolts over here that I forgot that I took out to show you. And these would be the same thing you would get at a big box store. And here's what we're going to do so I can show you what it does exactly. Oh, we got the side on this one. So I have here some heavy duty locks too. I mean, this would be your typical quick set bolt, guys, that comes with all your quick set stuff that comes from the big box stores. And unfortunately, I do have to keep some of these in my van because people don't want to change their locks. But here, I'm going to show you. This is in grams. It weighs 115 grams. I mean, it's just cheap pop metal. I'm going to pull this one. This is actually a Medeco that I'm going to show you the lock. That one's 182, guys. This is a Schlage, this is one of them cheapy big box store ones is what you'll get with that. 122 on that one, guys, okay? Now I'll show you what we would normally put in. No, not this one. This is another cheapie. I don't even want to show you that one. I don't know why I bring that in. It was an accident. So the bolts that a locksmith would put in for you. Now remember, that one's 122 grams. I always recommend, it's 20 grams more, but it's a much beefier bolt if you look, guys. It's adjustable. It's just that one's separate 2 3/4 right now. But it's definitely a much, even the bolt itself is beefy if you look down on the bolt. See? Okay. So I always suggest this exact lock right here, which is the B560 by Schlage. If you're putting that on a residential or something like that, always. Oh, where did that come from? That came out of here. Yeah, that's the hardware out of this one. We don't want to lose that, guys. I'll go to a job and be messed up, be screwed. Now, this would be the step up from the 560. This is actually the 660, and this is, I only had it in a 2-sided deadbolt. The key on the outside and inside. Let me see what that bolt weighs. That one's 173 grams, guys. Now remember, those were 120 and 115. I'm pretty sure that's what they were. But yeah, I mean, just the lock bodies, they're soft. This is the 660, like I said, 662 actually. The lock bodies and stuff like that, they're just, here, that's 400 grams a side. So I mean, they're very well built locks. I like to install these, and the 2-sided keys we normally just use on gates and stuff like that. Okay, let's get into this Medeco real fast because that's, all right, we're 7 minutes in. I got to keep this under 15 minutes, guys. So everybody knows what a Medeco is. You know, it's a very well built lock. I typically do not sell Medeco. I do multi-lock, but this would be the bolt. This is an old used one. This came out of somewhere. I don't remember where this came from exactly, but I did weigh that bolt already, didn't I? Yeah, that was 182 grams. So, I mean, you can just see how much better these are made than them cheapies like this here, like I was saying. I mean, this is the quick set that I had out. That's 140 grams, guys. Okay. This one's 300. So you can just see the difference in materials that are used and how much more of a beating that this Medeco would take than, say, this quick set here. I'm going to show you a feature on this one. This one I don't think I have to show you. This is the NSP brand is what a lot of locksmiths use. NSP, LSDA. Now we're going to get into this multi-lock one. I'm going to show you the bolt on this because multi-lock has a really cool thing on their bolts. We don't want to lose no parts. This is a brand new lock too, guys. Okay. So, and this is the Herculon series. So this is kind of their step up. It's a really nice lock, guys. Now look at the difference in that bolt to this bolt. I mean, there's no comparison there, guys. This one actually weighs 250 grams. And this is cool because I'm going to show you what Multi-Lock has patented in here. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that. See that ball bearing there, guys? That actually pulls in and out. It retracts. See how it's stuck in right now? When a lock is fully engaged, they're actually locked out. So if this lock is done right and put on the door right, with the cage here that's supposed to be on it, here's what happens. I don't want to go out of frame, guys. I'm sorry. So you'll come turn this with your key. It's locked in there. Now that thief comes, he kicks on that door. See what happens? It actually traps that bolt inside of there, guys. So I mean, that's a pretty cool feature on multi-lock. Oh, let me unlock that. That's actually a really cool feature. I really like that about multi-lock on the Herculon series. Now they have a one that's a little cheaper than this. That why is that so bouncy on the end of this one? Oh, I gotta crimp that edge. That's why. But, and when this is put in, see, multi-lock, same thing with the 660. I wanted to show you and I forgot. See, they give you these little ball bearings here. They actually go into the front of the core. When you put this lock in, you drop these bearings into these holes where the screws would screw in, see? And they're hardened steel ball bearings. When you tighten the Allen bolts down from behind now, there's no way to drill from the front of that lock, guys. So multi-lock is a very secure. I do dig multi-lock. They have a very nice system. Okay, let's see how deep we are, guys, because I don't want to run this long. All right, we're at 10 minutes. So I got a few more minutes I could talk here. But I can't stress it enough to get them jams secured as best as you possibly can. Oh, here's one of the other. This is the older style Herculon bolt. I forgot I bring this in too. But see, it has the ball bearings in it too. This one is this one's not adjustable. The other one is adjustable. That's how they make them now, the newer ones. Look how bad I'm shaking, God. And then that's a heavy bolt too. That's 190 grams. So, like I said, I can't stress it enough, guys, to put those long screws in those strike plates and use the back of the strike plate. Please use that plate, guys. I will not leave a home without doing them if I'm doing a new install. I always do them. So with that, I'm going to upload this right now, guys. Have a great day, a great evening, I'm sorry, and a good night. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.